Hello, and today we will be talking about Mercury. Mercury is a very, very tiny planet, but just because it's tiny does not mean it doesn't deserve credit. Now, Mercury is a very amazing planet, and at the end of this presentation, I would like you to be able to see so for yourself. Now, let's get on with it. Let us now start with some basic facts. So, Mercury is the innermost planet in our solar system. That you can tell it gets very hot on the surface of Mercury. But not only that, it also happens to be the smallest planet. It's amazing that the planet doesn't wither away with all the heat that it goes through. The surface of Mercury is made of rock and has a molten core. A full rotation around the sun takes 88 Earth days. That's almost 1/5 of the time on Earth. Not only that, one day on Mercury is 15 hours and 30 minutes on Earth. Wow, that is some difference. Let us now discuss how Mercury came to be known as such. Mercury. Well, Mercury got its name from the Roman god Mercury for it being the fastest planet. Now, how fast exactly is this planet? Well, traveling through space, it's nearly 112,000 miles per hour. Now, Mercury isn't the only one to be named the Roman god. Other planets, such as Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, also gain their names from Roman gods. Let us now talk about the planet Mercury itself. Now, within the atmosphere of Mercury, many elements can be found, such as oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, helium, and potassium. Even with all these elements in Mercury's atmosphere, that doesn't mean that's the most amazing fact. Now, the planet is far too hot for humans to land on. So, how hot exactly? Well, during the day, the temperature can reach up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, that's way more than just sunbathing. And with the atmosphere that cannot contain such heat, at night, the temperature can drop down to minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. Just thinking about this fact makes me want to talk about Mercury, but surely I would never be visiting such a dangerous planet. We are now going to talk about the different characteristics about Mercury and how it differs from the other planets around it. Even though Mercury is small, it's still significantly larger than Pluto. Now, speaking of Pluto, Mercury's orbit is very similar to that of Pluto's. Both are more like ovals than circles. Now, obviously, Earth was the first planet discovered, being the home planet of all humans. But Mercury was discovered in 265 BC by an early astronomer named Timocharis. However, we weren't able to make any real discoveries until the 1960s, as Mercury, being Mercury, it's hard to study its characteristics on Earth. But in this time period, we were able to determine the length of the day and year. I really hope you were able to learn something new and amazing about the planet Mercury. And, as such, I hope you were able to use such knowledge to teach others about the amazing and much better than other planet Mercury.